Hey guys, welcome to Lies of P, and today we're taking on the messed up Guardian. If you've always had some trouble beating him, or if he just kept kicking your ass like he usually did to me at first, then you're in the right place. Because today we're going to take him down. So, let's jump right in. I'll quickly show you in the inventory we've selected the ring here. There isn't much we can do at the beginning, but there are a few things we can already do to make the fight a bit easier. In any case, we're going to use the isolation converter here. It's a bit better than the regular converter, and we can also equip the two amulets we got at the very beginning here. You should definitely do that, and then your equipment is basically all set. Of course, we'll take the Amulet of Patience and the Life Amulet. Additionally, we can go into usable items here. Here you can theoretically use the attribute resistance vial if you want to get a bit of lightning resistance. That's especially helpful in the second phase. Then we run over to the boss, and if you want to make things a bit easier, you can summon a spirit on the left here, which will then support you in the fight. Personally, I found that made things a bit confusing. That's why I'm going to show you the fight without the spirit, of course. But in general, you can of course summon the spirit if you want a bit of extra help. It's similar to how it works in Dark Souls. A spirit joins you and helps you take down the boss. As I said, I found the fight pretty confusing because of that and actually took more hits than usual. The good thing, of course, is that when the boss focuses on the spirit, we can keep attacking the whole time and deal some solid damage that way. But as I said, I personally always do it without the spirit, because otherwise the fight gets too confusing for me and the boss just suddenly turns around and you can't really anticipate his attacks. Important. Before you summon the spirit, fight him once first so you can get a sense of his attacks. I'll show you the attacks he uses as we go through everything one by one. We're starting solo at Krat Town Hall, so we'll go this way. We'll just take the shortcut and run straight to the boss, so we don't get caught up in unnecessary fights or take damage that we'll need to avoid for the boss fight. We'll just go straight through here. And yes, the boss has a lot of different attacks, but in the end, there actually aren't that many. They just look a little different each time. Especially the second phase with the lightning is a bit nastier. But in general, we should be able to learn the attacks pretty well, since they always follow the same pattern. When we go in, it's best to always keep a bit of distance. Then there's this attack, 2 hits and then 1 long one. That's when we can land 2 hits ourselves. So whenever he lifts his arm and kind of twists it, that's the best opportunity to dodge him. Also, when he lifts that arm and does a long attack, if we're far enough away, we won't get hit by the strike and can then dash in once to land 2 hits on him. Otherwise, always wait until the arm twists, dodge and land a hit. After that, he usually does his special move run away from him, and then you can land 3 hits on him, but immediately dodge again so he doesn't hit you. So this spinning arm move he does is really the best opportunity to land a hit on him. This one here, just dodge once, land a hit, and of course deal a bit more damage. That always works pretty well. Yeah, when he raises his arm and holds it up a bit longer, you can of course go in again here. When he does that little explosion, he has a brief short circuit, and then we can also deal some more damage. Yeah, very important again, when he does the long arm move and stays on the ground for a while, we can land 2 or 3 hits and then get out again. Then at some point, the second phase starts, where he adds lightning to his attacks. It gets a bit tricky here because it becomes a bit faster and of course hits you more often. But again, we wait until he does the arm spin and then hit him twice again. Yeah, always keep your distance. And we'll also take a look at the different attacks he has. Here, he does this strike now, definitely always stay away from that. So always keep a certain distance, wait for the arm spin, and in the second phase you also have to run away again, but run a bit diagonally so the lighting on the ground doesn't hit you, and then it won't hit you either. That's actually a really good opportunity to deal some more damage to him when he does the arm spin again. The jump into the air is actually quite simple. It's best to go straight at him afterwards, try to get a bit behind him so you can deal some solid damage, then he usually jumps away. You don't have to worry about him hitting you at that point. Watch out for electric shocks on the ground. Those are always spots where it goes off. Here, dodge twice and run away. When he does the red attack, move diagonally and counter attack. It's actually quite simple, and that's how we do it. The thing is, you'll definitely have to sharpen your sword, because at least for me this sword just wasn't enough. So at some point it goes into the red zone. That's why you should go ahead and sharpen it in the middle of the fight. If you notice you have about half left, go back in and watch out for the red attack. Run away, move diagonally and land 2 hits. Sometimes lightning will hit you, but you can get your hits in. When he jumps up into the air like that, the electric shock goes around the outside, so it's best to stay in the middle. Try to deal a bit more damage there. Also wait again for the spinning arm, for the spinning attack, and then run away here again, move a bit diagonally and land 2 hits. It's really a game of patience, you have to say, but the attacks generally stay the same. It's just that in the second phase you take more electric shock damage. Of course, you can also use the item at the beginning if that helps you a bit. Yes, long arm, then move in again, land 2 hits and try to get out again, then wait for the arm to spin, wait it out, bam, land 2 more hits and get out again. Now he's doing his high arm attack again, so we can land 2 more hits, get out, and then calmly heal up first. Now, of course, we're out of potions, but as you can see here, it's always basically the same. With the jump, always try to stay a bit behind him and then go in for a solid attack. Then back off again, keep your distance, dodge the arm, spin once, land 2 hits, and that's how the whole thing works. Now he's almost down. When he does that, try to land another 1 or 2 hits, then wait for the arm spin again. He's doing the red attack. When he spins his arm left and right, he follows with the red attack, so run away, move a bit left and land your hit. That's how it works. Arm spin, another. Red attack dodge. I jumped, missed another hit, and that's basically what you're always waiting for. This arm spin he does, because then you can safely land a hit, and bam, now he's doing the red move again, run away. And yeah, I was personally a bit slow there. Normally, as you saw, it works every time. I had already moved a bit too far left. But I got the vial back again, and because of that it worked out. So once again, wait for the arm spin. The next one, bam, now he's doing his red move again, run away and don't jump. He did that wrong with me too. I was already really annoyed about that, and yeah, once again wait for the arm spin of course and land 2 hits. And that's basically always the tactic with him. Keep a bit of distance, wait for the arm spin, because that's when we can really land 2 or 3 solid hits, depending on which attack he does. If he does the double arm spin, so with both arms left and right, then wait until he does the red ability. Otherwise you can just land 2 hits, like right here, and then defeat him as well. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to write them in the comments. You'll then get quartz. You can use that with Giuseppe Geppetto, that's his name, to upgrade your abilities a bit. Details are in the tips and tricks video for Lies of P on my channel. Check it out on the end screen. Like or subscribe if you found this helpful. See you next time, everyone.